if we look at what has been announced so far, there is some difference in terms of the framework between what SFZ offers and what Singapore offers, right? In the first place, the AUM requirement is lower. AUM requirement at entry level is about 30 million ringgit, right? But in Singapore, it's about 25. So you multiply by 3, that's a lot more in terms of expenses. So at least that framework is more attractive. But of course, as you also alluded to, there's more work that's still to be done, right? In terms of making sure that the ecosystem works, the details are also put in place, so that people don't come in just for the tax break, right? It's about everything else as well.
Rejuvenating and revitalizing Forest City will need a lot of participation from the private sector and banks such as Maybank. But there is a question about reputational risk because of the involvement of Country Garden and, of course, questions about the viability and the stability. Is this something that Maybank thinks needs to be overcome, a reputational risk, before private companies or the private sector, led by Maybank and other lenders, comes in more visibly and more sufficiently into Forest City?
Yeah, it's a chicken and egg, right? You can't expect everything to be there before you come in. You can also expect, come in first, and then things to happen, right? From our point of view, for example, we can start, in phases, right? We may just want to have a service center there, for example, and then graduate into branch, for example, right? Even from wealth, we can start with certain types of clients that are already here in Johor, for example, as we then expand maybe across Malaysia and even in the region. So I think as I said, we probably need to go into a phased approach, right? But there must be some courage as well to be able to become the first mover advantage in this case.